is going on with you guys? The TheCaliEffect, king of games here, and today we are going to be making a structure deck or a competitive deck out of 3 Shaddoll Showdown structure decks. It's going to be really exciting. Let's jump right on in. Okay guys, so the structure deck Shaddoll Showdown made its debut for OTS stores today, and if you guys want to pick up one, the MSRP is around $10. You can get 3 for $30 and almost have a complete competitive Shaddoll deck. Now, of course, this is going to be a budget build, so if you guys want to see a more competitive build, then go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Also, comment down below what is the best Shaddoll monster. I personally think it's Grista. Moving on, the Shaddoll Showdown is going to have some new cards that we will review, but other than that, we're just gonna talk about the reprints and move on forward. It's gonna be some pretty awesome cards. I think it's a 46 card structure deck that is like amazing, with 7 super rare cards, 3 ultra rare cards, a beginner's guide, and a double-sided deluxe game mat. Boy, you don't know what to do without that game mat. Opening it up. I feel barbaric every time I open these up. Boom. So here's our beginner's guide. I guess it tells you how to play Yu-Gi-Oh, but I'm assuming that if you're watching this video, you probably know a little thing about Yu-Gi-Oh or two. The double-sided game mat. So one side teaches you about Shaddoll combos. We're gonna completely ignore that side because I'm the TheCaliEffect. Read. Apparently. You also get Grista on front. I know, Eric, you told me about Grista. It's really weird. So let me go ahead and zoom on in. And as you guys can see, Shaddoll Grista, the best Shaddoll monster, is on the front. We're gonna go ahead and open up this bad puppy and go over the new supers and ultras, as well as the new cards. Well, the supers, the ultras, the reprints, and the new cards. So Shaddoll Grista as an ultra rare. The new card is Shaddoll Apocalypse. Did I say that right? I'm gonna call him Al Capone. Shaddoll Al Capone requires 2 Shaddoll monsters with different attributes. It must be fusion summoned and cannot be destroyed by battle. Wow, that's pretty cool. You can only use each of the following effects of Al Capone once per turn. I cannot read this card because I'm trying to squint from afar, but it says, if this card is special summoned, you can target one face-up card on the field, negate its effects. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can add 1 Shaddoll card from your deck to your hand. This card pretty much seems like the best card of the structure deck already. I'm really excited. You also get ultra rare Shaddoll construct and alternate art. For this particular budget build, we won't be using my ulti constructs. We'll be using this one. You're gonna get quad Shaddoll Chaos. This card says it's a flip effect, obviously, as all Shaddoll monsters are. You can special 1 Shaddoll monster from your hand and face up or face down. That's not bad. Why do you hate this card, Eric?
It's just trash.
I mean, it's not.
It's cute.
It can special, but it's special as flip effect monsters like that. Okay, it might be
like
trash.
5 years ago.
Yeah. Okay, 5 years ago it might have been good. It says, if this card is sent to the graveyard by a card effect, you can send 1 Shaddoll monster from your hand to the graveyard, and if you do, for the rest of the turn, all monsters you control gain attack and defense equal to the original level of that monster times 100. Okay, I kind of see why you think it's pretty bad. that effect is, yeah, that's not good. Next is Rest Shaddoll Windy. This looks like a ritual piece card. That's kind of cool. It's a psychic monster, a flip effect. You says you can special 1 Shaddoll monster from your deck in face up or face down defense position. Wow, this is a very good card, except for herself. And if it's sent to the graveyard, you can special 1 Shaddoll monster from your deck in face down defense. What? Did I just read that right? So it just special summons and then special summons, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty busted. Next is Nail Shaddoll Aerial. I try so hard to enunciate these cards. This seems like a fake Gishki. Well, a Shaddoll version of Gishki? Who knows? You can target one of your banished Shaddoll monsters, special summon it in face up or face down defense position. And then it says, if this card is sent to the graveyard by a card effect, you can target up to 3 cards in the graveyard and banish them. So we have a DD Crow that can also special summon your banished Shaddoll cards. That's kind of good. Next is Rest Shaddoll Incarnation. I'm already saying it's a trap card, so it's probably bad unless it has a graveyard effect and it doesn't have the counter symbol, but so let's find out. It says you can target 1 Shaddoll monster in your graveyard, special summon it in face up or face down defense position. That's not bad. You can banish this card and 1 Shaddoll card in your graveyard. Wow, so hold on. Nail Shaddoll special summons the banished cards, and this card banishes the Shaddoll cards. That's pretty dope. Change one face-up, face-down monster you control to face-up defense position, or change one face-up monster you control to face-down defense position. I think this card will be a lot more busted if it said change one face-up card on the field, like either players, and it's a trap card, so it gives you that disruption. But unfortunately, it doesn't. But then, at the same time, it's pretty busted because it has a great graveyard effect. The new alternate art of El Shaddoll Winda. I actually like this one over the other one, over the normal Winda. I think this one's busted.
It just needs to be secret.
Oh yeah, bro, if it were secret, oh, come on. El Shaddoll Sekinaga is the next super rare. We're gonna get a Shaddoll Fusion, so if you guys bought the secret rare copies of Shaddoll Fusion for about 20 to 30 cents like I suggested, and are buy these cards before they skyrocket video, and then you plus it. And then, of course, we get Falco, Hedgehog, Squamata. The one that's really important is the Shaddoll Dragon reprint, since it didn't get reprinted in the Battles of Legends set, but is finally getting its reprint from Duelist Alliance as a common. Shaddoll Beast, Shaddoll Hound, Zephyr Naga, and Zephyr Core. These were really bad. I don't even remember their effects. I just know they were bad. Some awesome reprints are Blackluster Soldier, Soldier of Chaos, Lava Golem, Dark Arm Dragon. We also get Fairy Tale Sleeper, Trick Clown, Armageddon Knight. This card is not, I think it only has one print as well, and I don't remember the set. I want to say Duelist Alliance. Electromagnetic Turgle, Mathematician, Curry Bandit, Peril Separus. I remember this in Lightsworn and Shaddoll builds. The reason being is that it was a gold rare and nobody liked it. So I think I'm gonna play the commons over the golds. Curse of Shaddoll Prison, what does this do? Curse of Shaddoll Prison. Each time a Shaddoll monster is sent to the graveyard by a card effect, yeah, that's no. El Shaddoll Fusion, Neff Shaddoll Fusion, Super Polymerization, Instant Fusion, and Allure Darkness, all inside of one set. That is pretty dope. Foolish Burial, Living Fossil, Pot of Avarice, Twin Twister, Shaddoll Core, Sinister Shadow Games, Pershul Shaddoll Aeon. Target one Shaddoll monster you control, send one Shaddoll card from your hand, already not interested. Lost Wind, Unending Nightmare, Necrofusion, Subterra Succession, and then of course you get Wendigo and Anoyatilis, which is disrespectful that it's a common, as well as Shaddoll Construct. It's gonna be really exciting to construct a competitive Shaddoll deck using these three structure decks. So one thing I really like about this is that it like tells you to get Lightning Storm. Like in order to be competitive, you need to have Lightning Storm. Well, fortunately for us, that's not 100% true. We can make this deck as competitive as possible with only 3 structure decks. Now, constructing a deck. I have 1, 2, 3. So yeah, extra deck should be relatively easy to build. I'm gonna play 3 copies of Shaddoll Construct. It is our only link. We're gonna play 3 Winda. That's pretty obvious in this particular build. I mean, because we don't have everything. 3 Construct, that's pretty mandatory. 2 Shekinaga, that makes 11. 3 Apocalypse. Oh, I'm bad at math. We're actually gonna have to change these ratios. 14, 15. I actually wanna run another Al Capone, but I don't think I need it. You don't think I need?
Nah.
But it's the Searcher. Like you would hypothetically wanna go in this particular build. You would hypothetically want to get into it as much as possible, and I don't think I can summon Shekinaga that many times. I'm just gonna sneak Al Capone right here, and I'm gonna pseudo take out the Shekinaga, 2 Winda. Yeah, look good. Look, the better build plays 2 Winda, but hey, how much money you spend on your deck? Yeah, exactly. I spent $30. We're gonna run 3 copies of Mathman. BLS is at 3, and I just bought 3 structure decks. 3 BLS. So we got 3 Math, 3 BLS. We can run 3 Dark Arm Dragon. I mean, I'm not, but we could. 1 Dragon, 1 Falco, 2 Hedgehog, 2 Squamata, 2 Beast. Okay, you're gonna hate me, but I think in the particular structure deck, this card is not bad. It triggers Shaddoll Monsters effects. It summons Shaddoll Monsters in face up, so you can link.
How many link monsters are you playing? Just the 1?
Well, I play 3 copies of it, jerk. And we'll run double nail. So I think we're at 19. And that actually might be it for monster. I think Dark Arm is actually a trap. No, not a trap card. It's like my dad. He shouldn't beat in my life. That's how you become successful, right? 3 copies of El Shaddoll Fusion. This card is actually a lot better than what people think. We're actually gonna go ahead and run the Neff Shaddoll Fusion. I actually like this card because it can change the attribute, which Al Capone needs monsters with different attributes to summon. And on top of that, it's another fusion card. Okay guys, so before we get into a recap over the deck profile, again, if you guys like the sleeves that you see, they are Imperium Duelists. You can use my code down below in the description for the Imperium Duelist site to receive a 10% discount on everything you purchase. Moving on into the deck profile, we're gonna run 2 copies of Shaddoll Windy and 2 copies of Shaddoll Ariel. These are amazing, even though I haven't tested them quite yet. But in theory, this is a DD Crow that also allows you to special summon monsters, and Shaddoll Windy allows you to get into your Link monster with ease. Next is 1 copy of Quad Shaddoll Chaos. Even though Eric hates the card, I think it could be pretty solid. It is an additional Shaddoll monster to your side of the field. 2 copies of Shaddoll Beast, 2 copies of Shaddoll Hedgehog, 2 Squamata, 1 Dragon, and 1 Falco. That's gonna wrap up all of the Shaddoll cards. Moving on to the next cards, I run 3 copies of Blackluster Soldier. I wouldn't want people to fall into the possibility of running Dark Arm Dragon in BLS, because while in theory you have multiple grave manipulation cards like Noel and BLS itself, Dark Arm just feels like a win more. You can just literally win with BLS. 3 copies of Mathematician and 1 copy of Armageddon Knight to send those critical cards to the graveyard with ease. 1 Trick Clown and 1 Paraperil Separus. That is it for all of the monsters. Moving on to the spells, the best card of the deck is Shaddoll Fusion. It's the reason why the deck is so powerful, because if you go second and your opponent establishes their board, you can fuse away to basically whatever you wish. 3 copies of Shaddoll Fusion, 2 copies of Instant Fusion, and 1 copy of Neff Shaddoll Fusion. I strongly feel that Neff Shaddoll Fusion is the unsung hero of this deck and may consider bumping more if the budget build doesn't have enough ways to get into your fusion cards. Granted, we do run 12 fusion cards between all of that and our super polymerizations, so I don't think that that would be too much of a problem, but Neff Shaddoll Fusion actually changes the attribute of your Shaddoll monsters, meaning that you can make El Capone as many times as you want to and get that free search. 3 copies of Allure of Darkness because it fits in so synergistically with some of our Shaddoll cards. 1 Foolish Burial and 2 Rest Shaddoll Incarnation. Moving on, we actually do have an extra deck, but I decided not to sleeve it because I have a surprise for you guys. This structure deck is so budget, it comes with a side deck. So 3 copies of Shaddoll Construct, 3 copies of El Shaddoll Construct, 3 copies of Windy, 2 copies of Shekinaga, which I strongly want to drop for another Al Capone, 2 copies of Al Capone, the Grista, and Anoyatilis. That sums up the entire main deck and the extra deck. Moving on to our side deck, Super Secret Sexy, 3 Lava Golem, 1 additional copy of Shaddoll Dragon, 1 Shaddoll Windy, 1 another Ariel, 3 copies of Twin Twisters, 3 Lost World, and then additional Super Poly targets in Grista, Anoyatilis, and Al Capone. I really hope you guys enjoyed this profile, as it was really fun to do. Again, if you guys want to see a super sexy competitive build with all the bells and whistles and of course the best cards available, then like this video up and comment down below in the description. I hope you guys are having a great day, like I am.